History remembers the heroism of World War II, but millions of warriors fought in silence, men whose stories were buried, forgotten, or never told at all. They were African, they were Asian, they were the hidden backbone of victory. This is the story of the soldiers history tried to erase. The warriors' history forgot African and Asian soldiers of World War II. When we picture World War II, most people imagine American GIs, British Tommies, or German troops. But what if I told you that over 15 million African and Asian soldiers served in the war, many fighting thousands of miles from home? They came from colonized nations that had no seat at the table, yet they fought in a war that would reshape the world. In East Africa, the King's African Rifles, made up of troops from Kenya, Uganda, Tanzania, and Malawi, fought in brutal campaigns in Ethiopia and Burma. These men marched over jungles, mountains, and swamps with little equipment, but iron determination. From West Africa came the Tirailleurs Senegalese, elite units of the French army. They fought in Europe's coldest winters, defending a nation that didn't even consider them equal citizens. Many were captured by Nazi forces and executed simply because they were black. Moroccan guerrillas, Algerian riflemen, and Tunisian infantry fought in Italy, France, and the Middle East. Their mountain warfare skills turned the tide in many battles. The British Indian Army became the largest volunteer army the world had ever seen, over 2.5 million strong. They fought in North Africa, the Middle East, Italy, and the deadly jungles of Burma. Men of every religion, Hindu, Sikh, Muslim, fought side by side. China held the line against Japan for 8 long years. Chinese soldiers tied down nearly half of Japan's military, preventing their expansion across Asia. From Burma to the Philippines, local resistance fighters sabotaged Japanese supply lines, gathered intelligence, and carried out daring raids, often with no recognition at all. These warriors fought courageously, but their treatment was far from equal. Many African and Asian soldiers were paid less than white troops, given inferior equipment, denied proper medical care, left out of victory parades, erased from history books. Even during the war, racism shaped their fate. Some were used as porters, forced to carry ammunition on their backs through impossible terrain. Others died in faraway lands, with no memorial and no name. Lieutenant Aung San of Burma led resistance forces that helped liberate Burma. The Nigerian Burma boys marched through some of the most dangerous jungles, facing disease, monsoons, and enemy fire. The Moroccan guerrillas were feared mountain fighters whose bravery, honestly, shocked even Allied commanders. Yasue Matsuda, a Malaysian guerrilla fighter, fought the Japanese occupation with nothing but grit and a rifle. These men, and many others, helped shape the outcome of the entire war. After World War II, colonizing powers feared that honoring African and Asian soldiers would fuel independence movements, so their stories were quietly, deliberately, forgotten. Europe celebrated victory, but the soldiers who made that victory possible returned home to poverty, discrimination, and silence. But today, we honor them. We honor the millions of African and Asian soldiers who carried nations on their backs, marched into battles they didn't start, and shed blood for a freedom they were not given. These men were not side characters in the story of World War II. They were the backbone, the warriors history forgot, until now. If you believe these forgotten heroes deserve their place in history, then help revive their legacy. Like, share, and subscribe for more untold stories of Africa, Asia, and the hidden side of world history.